Chicago, my last outright. Welcome back, everyone. We hope. This is Brown Bag Bets, take 2. Sorry for that. We've had some issues earlier. Obviously, thanks to everybody that logged in, got stuck watching us talk, listening to us talk. Welcome back. I'm Alex Christenson. Joining me, as always, Mr. Andy Molitor on what was an unintentional Golf Friday here. Andy chewing on a tee right now. He got 9 in this morning. How you feeling, bud?
A little sore from only playing 9 holes, but having to hit the ball 50-some times, 30-some putts. A little rough, but, we got through it. I played with my 6-year-old. He had fun. That's all that matters. He just loves riding on the cart, hitting his driver on par 3s. And, yeah, there's an elevated par 3 that's a lot of fun. Like, he gets pretty close to getting on the green on 1 with his driver because it just bounces down the hill for so long. But a lot of fun. And, yeah, I'm back to work now. Sorry that we're a little late. Sorry about the tech issues. Sorry if you watched the Eagles game last night. We've done all this once, so we mentioned. I'll just ask Alex again if he wants to talk about the Eagles' performance from last night.
Yeah, it's as just about everybody knows at this point, I'm from Philadelphia, but I'm not an Eagles fan. I like when the Eagles win. That's all good and well. The day they win the Super Bowl, is the city of Philadelphia has ever been since I've been alive.
Oh yeah.
But a bunch of fans that had low expectations coming to this year with the underlying thought that this should be a down year as Jalen Hurts gets some reps and we finally have a good receiver in Smith and it'll all be great and whoop-de-doo. But Hurts is really bad in training camp. Apparently had a Patson or Gino's cheesesteak, as Andy mentioned, got sick, couldn't play in the game last night. And this morning was pretty fun, Andy. I mean, I don't know how much talk radio you listen to. I don't know what the talk radio people are like there up in Minneapolis, but it was doom and gloom this morning on Eagles talk radio. People preparing themselves for 17 games of Joe Flacco. And again, all these fans with low expectations are now freaking out that the team might just be terrible instead of bad. It's odd.
Yeah, it's hard to, we had a long discussion about the 5 rookie quarterbacks. The 5 rookie quarterbacks are going to be the main talking point for the NFL season, I believe, and really every 20 minutes we update who we think is going to start and win. And I mean, even with Cam, it was like, oh man, Mac's not starting. Cam's got this, but then Mac looks good too. So, and really, they're so clandestine over there in New England. You don't get to. That's why it's hard to bet on that game because you don't really know who's going to play at what point. Belichick's very close to the chest with that information, close to the chest when we get to the regular season about that as well. It'll be very, very interesting to see what actually happens once we get to the regular season and what happens there. I think we know what happens in a lot of these rookie quarterbacks, but the New England one's going to be interesting. And yeah, New England looked good. They were, beneficiary of Flacco. Well, I mean, it wasn't on him the snap. He should have fallen on it, but there was some chicanery and fuckery from the Eagles right away. I almost won a PrizePicks entry. I kind of nailed it yesterday.
You're close.
I ended up getting my over pretty easily. That guy got the snap counts. He got the yardage he needed. He actually had quite a bit more yardage. And the guy that I took the under on, I mean, it worked out, but he didn't even play. So I pushed on that because he just didn't even play in the game. So I'm hopeful that the guys I'm betting on today actually play because there are some games tonight. We'll get into that later. But first off, golf went okay, 2-2 yesterday on the first round picks. Mr. Mickelson, Cool Guy Phil, cashed on a plus 140 though. So 2-2 plus money for a little bit because of that plus 140 line. If you remember, anyone who watched yesterday, it was plus 1,400 on the screen, which would have been a lot cooler because that won by 4 strokes. I would have loved to have a 14-1 on that. The book did not pay me that much though. So today I have a couple matchups. Kind of just taking some guys who didn't putt all that well yesterday, who I believe can putt a lot better. Basically, all 3 of these guys lost some strokes on the putting green. Rory is somebody I bet on. I wasn't super psyched about his performance, so I'm taking Berger over him today. Berger should play a lot better, especially on the green. He is fully capable of that. Matty Fitzpatrick over Tyrrell Hatton, and Paul Casey over Webb Simpson. The Simpson fade continues. So all slight dogs. Casey over Simpson is a slight favorite there. So those three for today. If I have anything going forward, I will have round 3 plays, and there won't be round 4 plays because there will be a hurricane in town, and I'm calling it right now. They're going to play 54 holes. It's going to be a 54-hole tournament. Wild, not something you can even bet on. Somebody should. I'm going to talk to Dave Mason about that. See if he can get a lineup for that in a hurry. But yeah, they have done that before when it was the Barclays. They played 54 holes here for Hurricane Irene. So Hurricane Henri, we're naming him after French people now because we run out of American names. Will be coming up the coast and effing up this tournament come Sunday.
That's hurricane season.
It is hurricane season. Yeah, I'm glad I took my vacation a couple weeks ago. I didn't need that shit in my life. Prize picks today. Did I do one? Yes, I did.
Which?
I'm going to pull it up just so I can look at it.
Yourself.
I'm going to look at it a little closer.
I can't believe I put yesterday.
I know. And then a couple unders again today. These are actually in separate games. Cincinnati, Washington, and I think Arizona Chiefs. Arizona Chiefs will be halftime show. We'll be doing a halftime show, me and Drew, tonight. Friday night, hang out with us on a Friday. It will be a less than sober halftime show since it's a Friday. So hopefully the owls stay in their closets, but we'll be semi-tuned up at that point. It's not too early in the evening. So the Chiefs-Cardinals games is the one it's actually on TV. So join us for that. But I played Chris Evans under 30.5 yards and A.J. Richardson under 25.5 yards. Evans is strictly a usage play. He should see some time, but they have like 8 other running backs. It's going to just go all over the place. If he doesn't break one, I think we get this in easily. And the A.J. Richardson, not tons of snaps. I won't say that. He did not start last week. He will not start this week. We're going to see more of the starters. So I'm hoping his snap count actually goes down. He had a middle of the road snap count, just isn't getting any looks. He had 1 target, no catches, no yards. You could probably see similar usage from him this week and hopefully similar targets. So 2 unders for me tonight. Hopefully they both play so I can get this one cashed again. This place pays 3-1. If you feel like joining in and playing one of these with me, which you should because they are the official DFS sponsor of Brown Bag Bets, you can join us. Just download the PrizePicks app. Use promo code BBB for Brown Bag Bets, and you can get your $100 match to your deposit, which is 100%, up to $100. One of these days, I'm going to nail how that works. Vegas refund in the chat. I think this is legal down in Jersey. You better download this app or drive over to one of the states. I think Philadelphia isn't. Maybe Pennsylvania is a banned state. Seems like they're against everything. But, yeah, download the app, Vegas refund right now. He's doing it. You should. And let's get to tennis.
You should. Tennis. A little rough yesterday, but it's been an okay week. We'll start with the pick you can see there at the bottom because apologies, that one has actually started already. I thought with the rain and stuff, we might have a chance to sneak this in before it started. We are in the second set. The live total's up to like 25.5. So cheer for Krejcikova. If you are looking for something in that match, I think the Krejcikova money line is pretty solid, or there's a plus 4.5 games at money if you're looking for something like that, a little action, even as we speak right now. But Paula Badosa is our other selection. She plays this afternoon. Looks like that's going to be a night match. She's going to close out tonight in Cincinnati at 8:30. She's got Karolina Pliskova. Pliskova playing some nice tennis, but with the courts being as slow as they've been, conditions have really set up nicely for Badosa, who is someone that has enough power and has the game to really frustrate Pliskova, make her play longer points, which is something she generally doesn't want to do. So I'm happy to take her as an underdog here at plus 160. Before the matchup stuff, just looking at some of my technical numbers, I did a lot closer, like plus 125. And again, considering the matchup, I like it a little bit more than that. So, but just plus 160 here, I think that'll be a fun dog play. And something, honestly, if I'm up watching that, and looks like she's ahead in the first set, I won't hesitate to back Badosa again. I think it could be a long match, and Badosa is going to be live always. Badosa here are under.
Yeah. I get down with that. And, yeah, obviously follow Alex on Twitter. Follow him on BETSPERTS. This other pick, you can't bet it right now because it already started, and sometimes that happens. We don't. Not only do we normally start at 10, I was going to say we start at 10:30. It's funny because we didn't today. We started a little later today, but this match did start before we went on the air, even the first time today. So follow Alex on BETSPERTS at Alex Christenson. Follow him on Twitter _Noops if you want to get on some of these earlier in the morning tennis plays, because he does put everything up that he plays and lets you know. You probably, and I don't want to jinx it and say like, oh, you have a winner here, but Krejcikov is up a break in the second. If we get to a third set, is it already mathematically there? Even if we get a breadstick here, 18 so. Plus 3 would put you at 21. Even a breadstick, I think, worst case is a push here. What was the total? 21, 22? 20 and a half. All right, yeah. Literally, if Krejcikova wins this set, it is over. All they need to do is finish the match. And then, tonight, football. Let's talk football before we go. Like I said, 2 games. The Chiefs game we'll be doing the halftime show for. The Bengals-Washington game, you can watch that, I guess, if you're in one of those local, whatever, municipalities, areas, cities. Watch the DMV or the Cincinnati area, Southern Ohio, Northern Kentucky. That one, I wouldn't really watch that one. I don't think Burrow is even close to being back, so I'm not worried about that. Chiefs have said they're going to play the starters. You might see some Mahomes tonight is what I'm hearing, which is something, I guess. I don't know if I'd take him off the shelf. He was fighting some injuries at the end of last year with the toe and a couple other things, so maybe they just want to get him some regular action. Kyler Murray has come out and said he hates the preseason, doesn't like anything about it, so that'll be interesting to see how long they make him play in a game he hates. I have no opinion on either side here, although if the Chiefs do play their starters, if you see some Mahomes and Kelsey against a defense that really does need to get their shit together a little, maybe some Chiefs first half isn't the stupidest thing, and then Bengals-Washington, no opinion there. I can't bet that game. Who knows what's going to happen? I just have my PrizePicks entry, and we'll see. Yeah, go
do something else.
Fly kite. Go have fun.
Don't pay attention to that.
Yeah,
time with your family.
Yeah. Call your grandmother. Do something.
Get it. Yeah.
All right, let's call it a week. We'll be back next week. I'll see you guys tonight for halftime. We'll be back Monday morning, 10:30 sharp. I'm hoping. All the technical issues are out. It turned out it was somebody else's fault. We'll catch you then. See you guys.
Have a good weekend. See you guys.